Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to discuss the proximal surfaces of the maxillary central incisor. You can see that the proximal surface of the maxillary central incisor is roughly triangular in shape. The base is at the cervical margin and apex is at the incisal edge. You can see that the incisal edge at the apex of the triangle lies over the long axis of the tooth. This is the long axis of the tooth. So the incisal edge at apex of the triangle, this incisal edge lies at the long axis of the tooth. The mesial surface is convex both incisor-cervically and labiolingually. Labiolingually it is also convex, and incisor-cervically it is also convex. This is the labial outline, this is the lingual outline, this is the cervical margin, and this is the incisal outline. We are going to discuss these surfaces one by one. The labial outline is convex with the height of contour or crest of curvature or greater convexity in the cervical third or gingival third. In some specimen there is a flat outline incisal to the crest of the curvature. Here it is flat. The lingual outline is concave in the incisal portion and convex in the cingulum area or cervical portion. This is due to the lingual fossa giving it concavity and the cingulum giving it convexity. So the entire outline can be described as a shallow S. The height of contour or crest of curvature is in the cervical third. Now coming to the cervical margin or cervical outline, the cemento-enamel junction, this is the cemento-enamel junction. It curves evenly towards the incisal and exhibits the greatest depth of curvature of any tooth in the oral cavity. Now coming to the incisal outline. The incisal outline is usually pointed or slightly rounded due to the convergence of here is converging and here it is converging, convergence of labial and lingual surfaces. In teeth with incisal wear due to occlusion, this outline is usually straight but slopes from labial to lingual. I will show you in book the diagram. You can see here, this is newly erupted incisor. It is usually rounded or pointed. Here it has become straight but slopes from this labial portion to the lingual. You can see sloping from here to here, labial to lingual. So the incisal ridge is a projection of enamel on newly erupted teeth, which is usually pointed or slightly rounded. When the tooth enters into occlusion, it usually becomes straight, and now it is called incisal edge. So you must know the differences between the two. height of contour is at the incisal third, which is centered labialingually. So this is height of contour is also the contact area. It is also centered labialingually and is usually ovoid in shape. Now coming to the distal surface. The distal surface, it usually resembles the mesial surface, but you can see this incisor cervical dimension is little shorter than the mesial surface. This incisor cervical dimension is shorter. It is also more convex incisor gingivally. The cervical this cervical margin does not curve as much incisally as the mesial surface cervical margin. Because it contacts the lateral incisor, this distal contact area is a little smaller than the uh, mesial contact area, but still in the incisal third near the junction of incisal and middle third. It is also ovoid. So this was all about the proximal surfaces of the maxillary central incisor.